think I have more time between these flights, but I truly don't. My flight's boarding right now. Quickly eat a little bit and then go. Okay. I have arrived in Terrace, BC. I fly a lot. Obviously, I fly a lot. I travel a lot. But also for my job for the last 2 years, I've been flying back and forth between Saskatchewan and Terrace, northern BC. Usually I fly here and then I take a bus, but I got asked to come to work early, so I flew here and now I have a truck. So I'm going to drive the truck to site tomorrow. But I never drive a truck, so I was like walking around the parking lot like, shit, where's my truck? Where's the keys? What do I do? Got it all figured out. Gonna have to fill in this little bit of like a pre-inspection book here. I need to find a pen. I travel so much and like I love flying, but I don't know. The older that I get, the harder flying is on me. And I'm like, I'm exhausted and my body hurts and I just don't really enjoy it as much anymore. I always like feel really groggy and shitty. I don't know, but like I want to see the world, so I have to continue flying, but it really is starting to fuck with me more and more. I just have a real problem bouncing back, I guess. It's just getting to be really uncomfortable. What day is it today? 17th. I'm just gonna copy what Bill put. Anyway, now that I have a truck, I can at least go and get like some groceries. I got some stops to make, go to Shoppers or something, and then maybe I'll get sushi tonight, or I'll go to a usually I order the same pizza from the same place in Terrace every time I overnight here, but now that I have a truck and some freedom, maybe I'll go to a different restaurant. So this is the point where I stopped tonight at the Quality Inn in Terrace, BC, and they gave me an accessible room this time, so it's freaking huge. Only a queen bed. But there's so much space. Yeah. But what I really needed was a big fridge. Sometimes I get a kitchenette and there's a big fridge, but I only got the small fridge. So I think I'm gonna have to do some of the grocery shopping tomorrow. So I don't have room to put it all in this little fridge. And I like to buy Greek yogurt, fruit, some snacks, maybe some hummus. I have to get a face cleanser and I'm trying to really like buy cleaner products. I've been listening to a couple podcasts and I downloaded the EWG app, which kind of tells you like which products have good ingredients and which ones to really stay away from, which is basically everything. But so I'd like to try and find a facial cleanser that they have here that's not as toxic as some. And then my psoriasis has been acting up so much this summer. Like usually it doesn't itch and isn't sore, so it doesn't bother me. It's just like how it looks aesthetically on my body. This time my elbows are like irritated and they're inflamed and they're hurting and they're itching. I do have some like eczema lotion at work. I remember I left it there, so that's good. And I have this cream I bought off Amazon that's all Chinese. I don't even know what's in it, but it actually seems to do the best out of anything I've tried. I don't know. I think once I'm done work, once I'm done this contract, I'm gonna really focus back on healing. Like my ears are really dry too, and I can like peel skin off and it'll bleed. So yeah, maybe I'll do a separate YouTube video on like my psoriasis, and it's definitely improved since 2021, 2022. But it hasn't completely healed, so. I forgot you guys in here. I went upstairs and ate my pizza in my room and realized, oh my god, I forgot my stuff in the truck. So, yeah. Let me show you the truck. This is the work truck that I'm driving right now. And that I get to drive tomorrow to site. I ended up just getting a pizza from Boston Pizza, and I was so hungry and I've been so rattled all day. I just took it up to my room and ate it, and I was like, I need to just take 10 and chill and relax and try and calm down. don't know, I phone Chad too and just like bitch to him basically. But anyway, we're back. Going back up to the room. I'll show you guys what I all got. I stopped at the BC fruit truck and got some peaches and plums, which are going to be delicious on my morning yogurt. And then I stopped at Shoppers and I got all of this stuff. This was $160. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. I got the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Moisturizer. When I got my makeup professionally done at my friend's wedding, she used this and it felt like my skin literally had a gallon of water on it. It felt so moisturized. Oh, and I'm watching Molly May, of course. Now I'm just gonna get ready, wash my face and moisturize and get my pajamas on and just relax. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I had a terrible sleep. So it's going to be a really long day and we have a 4-hour-ish drive to work, but a few stops this morning before we hit the road. Have to go to the office and get a fuel card, fuel up the truck, get a matcha or coffee, and then a couple other things like yogurt and stuff from the grocery store. I have just had like the weirdest summer. Like it's not a summer. It's not summer. It hasn't felt like it at all. And at this point, I'm kind of just over it and I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for a routine. I'm ready for structure. I'm ready to move on with the next season. I always love a challenge, signing up for something, especially if it's like wellness related. Signed up for a 50-day challenge with Marley Harris. Basically just establishing a morning routine, I would say, is the kind of main goal of her challenge, which I already have. I feel very strongly in my morning routine, especially when I'm at work. So I'm kind of adapting it for myself. And something that I really want to focus on is my skin and my healing journey to try and get rid of my psoriasis. My psoriasis is really bad on my elbows and it hurts. And so some of my intentions with this 50-day challenge are moving the lymph around. So like daily gua sha or tapping or lymphatic massage. Eliminate sugar and alcohol as much as I can. Like I'm still going to use honey on my yogurt. I might have a glass of wine for my birthday coming up, but that's kind of it. I'm considering eliminating caffeine. Easier at home because I have my whole matcha kit there. But when I'm at work, my 1 coffee a day is like the treat of my 12-hour shift. So I already meditate daily. I think maybe documenting it and doing some sort of like review every 10 days might be good because it'll help me film content, post on YouTube regularly, get back into that, which I definitely want and need to do. And I think I maybe might seek out an acupuncturist at home for my psoriasis as well. Basically, this 50-day challenge is going to be a psoriasis healing challenge. I'm going to say affirmations and speak kindly to my body, try and regulate my nervous system, keep my stress low. Oh, and I have a parasite cleanse in the mail coming. So like all of those things, I'm basically rebranding her 50-day challenge to clearing my skin 50-day eliminate psoriasis challenge. Hi. May I please have the matcha latte, please?
Do you want any sweetener in there?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Terrace looks like a nice little town, and it's surrounded by mountains, which is nice, but it sucks. It's just not a nice place. Look at this cup. It's 4-step directions to fold the lid over so you can still drink out of it on the go. It's made of very flimsy material though. It's nice matcha, not too grassy, but just the right amount of grassy. Wow, my eyebrows look great. What a great eyebrow pencil. That's annoying. I guess I'm gonna hit the road. I have an audiobook and podcast downloaded. My next stop will be Kitwanga, and hopefully they have fresh bannock. So, we're at our first stop on the way up to site, and it's called Kitwanga. I always stop there. It's kind of the last place for gas, the last place for cell service, and sometimes they have fresh bannock. And if they do, I always get myself one, because it's so good and it's still warm. Woo! This is the highway that goes north to Alaska. Alaska is 720 kilometers from here. You can actually get to Alaska in about 2 hours. You can get to Hyder, Alaska, which is a really small town that probably a lot of Alaskans don't even know about. It borders BC, Canada, and I've always wanted to go there, and I wish I could go right now because this is like the closest I ever am is at work. We're only about an hour and a half away from the Alaska border driving. And right now, the grizzly bears are all at the river eating the salmon out of the river. And in Hyder, they have observation decks where you can just go and stand there and watch this phenomenon happen. And right now is like the time in August here. Now, I was originally going to get up at like 4 a.m. and leave town and go and just cross into the States and go with the work truck. But then I've been really trying to find some of these supplements for my skin. So and then I had to wait around and get some stuff in Terrace before I left. So now, like, it's already 10:45, so I can't detour too much anymore before going to work. We'll check back in at the next stop, which is Mesiaden Junction. So I'm at Mesiaden, and I'm supposed to be able to get Wi-Fi at the EV charger here. They have electric car charger now, and they all need Wi-Fi. So someone I work with told me that when you stop here, you can actually log into the Wi-Fi and use it, and your phone will just beep off every time we go by. So I'm gonna try and do that now. I made it to the security entrance, and I can't go any farther because they closed the bridge down for maintenance. Apparently it closed at 9 a.m. and it's going to be closed all day. Wonder if I can show you without getting any names in. So like over yonder is where the bridge is closed. Right there. And I'm right here. I wish I would have known about this so I could have either like tried to get here earlier for their lunch break or...
Light duty clear junction up to warehouse.
So anyway, I'm just gonna sit here until they possibly go on their afternoon coffee break and open it up and read my book. Womp womp.
3 days later.
Hey guys, I'm about halfway through my shift now already, and I realized that I forgot to show you where I live when I'm here. So get ready for the most exciting room tour that I've ever done on the channel. Let's start here. This is the vanity. This is it. Obviously got the little pics of Chad and I right next to the mirror, so I look at it all the time. And I brought my own makeup and stuff up here. I found this all natural Canadian made soap, Eucalypt, handmade in Canada, all natural ingredients. It was $3 at Walmart. I can't believe I found this at Walmart. Like, it's so nice. It smells amazing. Some hair stuff. We have the bathroom right here. If you ever wanted to know what it's like living in a camp half the time, very small shower. I purchased and got my own shower head installed because I don't like to wash my hair every time that I shower. And then this is my bed. Oops. So we got the TV up here. This actually just got switched out for a smart TV. So it has YouTube, Netflix, Prime, everything on it. My window. And then I do have a memory foam on top of the mattress here for more comfort as well. Some storage underneath. And I got my red light alarm clock in the back there. And then this is a desk, not my desk. I literally never, ever, ever sit here because I sit in this chair all day in my office. So, and then this is the wardrobe. I brought my own hangers up here so I could hang some of my clothes. And then I have my yoga mat down there. And then, yeah, this is just more storage, folded clothes, one drawer, a couple shelves. Not much, but pretty good storage. And, oh yeah, I brought my own cervical spine pillow with silk pillowcase up here as well. And then the view, the view is of camp. That's what the dorms look like on the outside. And can you see any of the mountains? Kind of in the distance, but you can get some pretty nice sunrises. And that's it. So this is where I live half the time for the next little bit anyway, because my contract is actually coming to an end at the end of October. So I have 2 more shifts after this one, or 5 weeks technically. Out of all the camps I've been to, this is my 3rd camp that I've stayed in. This one is the best. It's small. There's only 100, it's like 150 capacity. The rooms are more spacious. It's super clean. Like, my linens get changed, I think, twice a week, and my room gets cleaned twice a week. There's laundry facilities. What else? There's a gym, pool table, like huge TVs to watch, I guess, like sporting events and stuff. And then they have some board games. They have darts, maybe a foosball table. I don't know. I don't do any of that stuff. I literally just work, and then I come back to my room and I read, or I do stuff for So Vivid, my web design business, and I FaceTime Chad, and then I go straight to bed. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you what it looks like to live in a camp. Not as exciting, but it's definitely a job and an industry and a way of life that a lot of people do, but majority of people have no idea about.